go back to work. Okay. I'm gonna definitely need my light. So I like my printers to be open like this so I can see what's going on. Then I'd like to put some light off in there so I can really see what's going on. This right here, we're going to sit this. We just sit that right there. Okay. Now I don't need my flashlights and all that stuff. I'll try to get y'all a little bit closer in over here now. Okay. Okay. Like y'all. A little bit closer in. Okay. That's about the best it's going to get. So, remember I was trying to take off that screw right there. How easy that was to take that off. That piece, this piece right here, I need to film because, and actually I don't have to because I'm going to put it back. I'm going to, I actually don't need to do that. So, this, there is a piece here. And I don't know if y'all can get off in here to see it. This is the thing about these types of videos right here. Kind of like hard to get y'all in to see. But you got this piece right here, right? This, you gotta take it apart. And I want to push this up. I want to push it up. So this piece right here, you know, push it up and then it'll come out. Okay, it's hard to do sometimes. Okay, now it's starting to look like a regular printer up in here. I don't even think I need to take, no, I might do. Let's see. Do I need this whole piece to come off in order for me to take that stuff off? I do want it to come off, so I'm going to take this off. Now, like I said, y'all, there may be an easier way to take this type of printer apart. But this is my first time taking it apart, and normally my first time taking something apart, I'll take it apart and then I'll figure out an easier way to take it apart. I'm still missing a screw. I'm looking in here for it. I have not found it yet. I cannot put this printer back together until I find my missing screw. So I'm always making a mental note of the missing screw. Okay. I still have not figured out how to take is that one whole piece. It is. This had a piece over to the side right here that you can pop. So it looks like this is one whole piece, y'all. And once I take everything out, it should not have any problems. Should be able to just I'm still not just pulling them up. Up on up out of here. Guess I'm just not using enough strength with it or something today. There we go. Got all 4 pieces back. I see my screw. Let's get that screw and put that screw up. Taping it onto the tape. Okay. Whew. So. I see that ink up in there. Let's see. See if we can get this ink flowing. Okay. Yellow ink is what always flows. Here's our black. Our blue. This is our magenta, which doesn't even look like magenta. I'm going to push this up in here. I'm going to suck this out of here. This looks like it's supposed to be magenta. Put it on a piece of paper, a piece of cloth. Looks like it's supposed to be magenta. It is. It looks purplish. And it should not look purplish. Definitely looks purplish. Let me grab something because we're going to need something to put this bad ink in. Okay, y'all, so brought me a trash can, some paper towels, and this is supposed to be magenta right here. It's supposed to be magenta. This ink should be see when we touch it, it should be, see that pink color at the top, it should be that color once it hits the paper towel. It's not, so got a couple of choices. You throw it in there, it looks purple. So I can drain all of that ink from here. I'm not so sure that once I get this ink out that I want this particular ink to be in here anymore. There we go. Look. Y'all see it turning pink? Y'all see it? That ink that was down off in there. I'll show y'all. You know if y'all can see off in there. Look at the back of that cup. You see those clumps of ink? See those clumps of ink? Bad. She wasn't running this printer because this ink is starting to clear up. She wasn't running this printer, sis. Now, you see those particles and start to see that ink turn like color. Okay, so that's one. We still have, as I'm turning that over here, this ink is going down. You're starting to see it come down. So we got that out of magenta. I can just imagine. The only reason I'm doing this is because I want it to start flowing. But we're going to actually end up removing all of this ink. But I want to see what's going on. I want to see, is it bad ink or is it user? This is Echo Solvent ink. It's not my Echo Solvent ink, but it is Echo Solvent ink. Doesn't matter who you get it from, it can clog. Okay. You see that popped out of there. I don't know if y'all can see that up in the top. There was a piece of solid piece. What happens with these inks is they will, now this one should be yellowish. See it? Kind of yellowish. This one should be yellowish. It's turning yellow. Whew. This shit stinks. Whew, I can't stand Echo Solvent ink, the smell of it. The ink inside the printer is actually still good, y'all. It was that ink in the line. Been sitting, so it clogged up. Where's that blue? Go ahead and hit the blue, and then I'll hit the black. I have to, well, with the blue, we can actually go in because this is yellow, so I can actually go into this because I'm going in with the darker color. So, pull it. Pull it. When I'm pulling this ink, it's coming out of the tank. Taking my time and pulling. I'm going to pull a whole syringe of it. Now, the only reason I'm not taking it out is because I got a print job to do. And if I'm going to fix the printer, I got to use it. Okay. So, I'm looking to see if I'm able to get any use out of it. A couple of little particles off in there. You can be real careful with these inks. That's a little spill. Okay. Couple of particles up in that blue. And then we need to pull the black. Now you never want to push this ink when you pull it out. You don't want to push it back up in there. You just want to pull it out. Okay. So we're going to pull this black out. Remember this black when doing the full. This printer looks spanking brand new. This black is not clogged. Not clogged in there. It does not have any pieces in there. So, the source of this clog is in the printhead. Okay. So, let's get ready to clean the printhead, because that's where the source of the clog is. Now, in here, y'all, I can tell y'all this. I can tell y'all this right here. Up inside of here, we can either take this off and get to the all the way to the print head, or we can go in and clean this. Now I'm gonna tell y'all, for most people, I would tell you not to take this apart. I would tell you out there in YouTube land, if you're not used to dealing with print heads and whatnot is you need some hose like this. You can go get this hose from, this is like an airline hose, okay? You need a hose. Go get your hose. Put it back over there, y'all. Go get your hose from somewhere and put this over your print head like so. And push the cleaning solution through. Because this has been sitting here for so long, I am apt to take the print head loose because it's been sitting here. It's been sitting there for so long that I didn't come to play with it, so I'm going to take the print head loose. When you take a print head loose, you have a huge chance, huge chance of putting the print head back in incorrectly, damaging the print head, messing up the leads. You have a huge chance of messing up some stuff. So that's why I say, if you don't know what you're doing, honey, get somebody to know what you're doing. Call the Epson Tech. Don't call the Lady PB. Call the Epson Tech. It's right here. I'm going to lift up on it. Let me see how it's going to come out. Does it come off on the side? You have to be comfortable doing this, y'all. You have to be comfortable. If you're not comfortable, then this is where you pay somebody to do it for you. Because you have to be comfortable doing this. This has to fit here. It's got most of these things are pretty much the same. Gotta have something here. Should be a little hard. I can't see it, but I've done enough of these to know that it should be there. There it goes. It's released on that side. Is there one there? Doing this on video is not just the easiest thing either. And pull that one up on that side, but the other side went back. And now the whole thing just dropped back in, but now I know where it's at. I'll get it. Working in kind of an uncomfortable position. No, it's in here somewhere. Just wants to just give me a hard time today. You just wants to give me a hard time today. Don't you? You just wants to give me a hard time. There we go. That one. Okay. Let's see. Turn this thing so that I can do what I gotta do now. And just throw this to the outside of this spoon. That'll be. We get to snap the first time. And then it don't want to snap the second time. But we see it. Oh, okay. Got this side. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh. Come on, baby. I got one side up and I can't let go. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, 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 yeah. I need your help. Hold it right there. Hold it, push it. Should I be able to go back and fall back in there now? Able to put this back. And it went right back into place. And it went right back into place, y'all. Okay. Went right back into place. On a little track. These are not meant. They do not want you taking this stuff apart. They do not want you taking. Do not want you taking it apart. Make it difficult for you to get to the print head. You want to make it difficult for you to get to that printhead. And I'm gonna get to it. And the reason I'm gonna get to it is because with the printer already disclogged, it's kind of like you gotta damn near already know that you need to take it apart. And it's this clogged, and it's been clogged for such a long time with Solvent in it. With Solvent in it. It's one of them times when I need 2 screwdrivers and an extra pen. I'm gonna have to have Ken to help me take this thing apart, y'all. Because every time I take it apart and I get one side out, this thing just drops right back in. I can't get it. Once I get to it though, so I don't like fooling with these at all. I honestly do not, because they're so difficult. Oh, shoot. Epson has started making these things harder and harder to get loose. Give it one more try. Come on, Daddy, I need you. Oh, Daddy. Oh. Thank you. Oh, there. Thank you, Pops. Whew. Gotta take a breather off that one. Tell you, you always come help me when I need it. Always come help me when I need it. Oh, okay, y'all. So we got that bad boy. We have got that bad boy right there. Now we're gonna take it's 2 screws back off in here. 2 screws back off in here. And We almost at it. We is almost at it, y'all. 2 screws. Okay, I'm burning up 2 screws, y'all. Okay. Now, it's very important that the printhead screws go back where you got them from. It's going to be real important for these screws to go back where we got them from. Let's see how. Pop that down out of that. One off in here, we should be able to gently tug on that. And we should be able to pull this screwdriver. Where did it go? Somewhere I must have dropped one of the screwdrivers. There's that printhead. There is that printhead. Not a bad looking thing. Okay. Want to examine it. I cannot tell from looking at it. Okay, this is important. Okay, so very, very important. When you pull these, you need to know which way this is coming out. About 80% of the time, when you take this out and you put this back in, or you snatch this, or you try to put this in and you force this, these little metal pieces have to be aligned perfectly back in to go back in there. What happens is, this is where you can damage this. And if any of these are bent and it goes back in here, or any of that stuff is missing, you're fucked. Literally fucked. Okay? So you don't want that to get messed up. These screws here go back in the printhead. Record yourself. Those screws there go back in the printhead. Y'all see there's ink getting on my hands. Do not let the ink get on the ribbon here. Do not let that ink get on that ribbon. We are going to take this down right here where it is out of the way. We don't want anything to damage it, okay? We do not want anything to damage it. Okay. My work is done with the printer for now. Trying to focus on the printhead. Just take it over to the desk and regroup. There's our printhead. Time for us to get busy. It's time for us to get busy. Okay? Get this up here. It gets tough. And it gets rough and tough and all that stuff. Okay? Hate that I don't have that everything is constantly moving around here on me today. Okay. Whew. It's a job, y'all. It's a job. It is. This was a lot. You got a screw right here. This screw comes off the very top of the printer. Set it off in there. How did you get in this house? Oh, that's right. You never went nowhere, did you? Look at it. Look at him over there. You never went nowhere. I'm not fooling with you. I'm not fooling with him, y'all. Sit down. Have a seat. Enjoy the video, sir. Okay. We're going to clean the print head. Where is the gentleman who was asking about the print head cleaning? Mr. Willie. Is he on here? Because obviously Mr. Willie has a clog and he just haven't said it, but he needs I think he has a clog. Okay, so is Mail still on here? Mail, are you still here? This stuff here we're gonna sit to the side. Honey, this is when it goes down. Just gonna take this t-shirt, sit it right here, because we're gonna work. Bring this print head over here. Now, you need some type of container to put this print head in. And you're going to need a cleaning solution. Now, I'm not going to go through it, but I've gone through it before. This cleaning solution is very, very strong. Okay, very, very strong. This is made specifically for cleaning Solvent ink. So you can try to clean it with your, what happens is when people try to clean this type of print head with a regular cleaner, it clogs up. I've showed it to you guys in the videos before, but we're not going to show it again today. You can have a clog two different places. This front right here, it can be clogged. These nozzles. Where is mine? And they definitely look like they could be the cause of a huge problem on these, just on these nozzles. You don't want to ever send your print head down this way if you can avoid it. If you do, you want it on a piece of microfiber cloth. I don't have any. I've just got this paper towel right now in this t-shirt, but I'm putting this here so if I drop this print head, it won't damage it. We gotta get some stuff so that I can put some work in. Now, you have to be careful if you're going to use like a ceramic glass or something like that, because you don't want to dang your print head up against it either. Trying to find something that will fit. That will fit. Okay, before we get started, it's very important. We're going to tape this up because we don't want anything to touch off inside of here to shorten anything out. So we're going to get some tape. We're going to tape that. And I normally just use my blue tape, but this happens to be the tape that I have today. Any old tape will do. Once you put tape in it. What is it that you're doing over there? Now, why are you in my space? Why, Mr. Man, are you, sir, in the boss lady's space? I'm just going to tape that, right? Tapper, you ready for surgery? You ready? Okay. Okay. So we got that taped. We have this. We can sit this in here. Now, this is perfect for this because we can sit this on here and it can go. Now, I can tell you guys, and I want you to listen to me very carefully when I tell y'all this. All of that stuff out there about steaming your print head, there's something called delamination, which is this print head here. You see these screws, it screws to this and all of that. You can delaminate your print head by getting too much heat in it, or by running heat through, by running hot solution through here, right? So I'm not a fan of steaming a print head. I've delaminated 3 print heads doing that. Do not delaminate print head. Do not use that. So we're going to use this false cleaner. And that one's already been opened, so that's good to know. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to do this 2 ways. You can, if we clean this and we don't get what we want, we can put solution in here. We can sit that in there. We can let it soak. But we're going to start here. I'm going to put some solution in here, like so. Okay. It's very strong. You want to wear gloves. You definitely want to wear gloves with this, y'all. Okay, I'm going to need an empty container. Let's hope this does not melt this. We want to make sure that we're not feeling anything melting. This is very, very strong. It has been known to melt inside of your printer. So I'm going to suck up some of this solution here, in here, and actually, no, that's okay. We don't want, no, we don't want to use this one. This is a dirty syringe. You see particles in there? We don't want to use this one. Do not want to use that. Let's go either get a clean syringe, or I'm going to go rinse these out right quick. Okay? But baby, she's serious when it comes time to doing what we got to do. Let me go rinse these right quick, y'all. I told you to go outside when I gave you a chance. I'm not going to be bothered with all that right now. Because I told you to go outside when I gave you the opportunity to go outside. And you didn't want to do it. Okay. Looking for one thing, one piece of item. and stuff and see if I can find it in there. Give me 1 second, y'all. I'm about ready. Kill another piece of chicken and see what happens. Touch another piece of chicken and see what I do to you. You're not going to like it, I promise you. This dang on dog stealing chicken and everything in here. Okay. I can't find the piece, the item that I'm looking for. So we're going to make it work without it. Can't find it. Let me look up in here. There is an attachment that you can use, and I can't seem to find it right now, so I'm not going to worry about it because I'm ready to get the job done. Man, when I tell y'all, this dog right here. Okay. So, I'm going to sit that over there. Actually, it'll be okay. Let's take this and push this up on here. Okay. Clean this out the best I can get it cleaned. That's my clean solution there. This is my dirty solution here. Okay. Let's see. We don't know which print head we're starting with because we can't see. We can't tell. So we're just going to put it over either one. This nozzle has to fit flush on here. If it doesn't, it's going to be a problem. Okay. You're going to take and you're going to start pushing it through. And you're going to see stuff coming through right there. Y'all might not see because my hand is also going to be in the way, but there are plenty of videos of me doing this. Pushing it through, pushing it through. Oh, that cleaned fast and easy. Baby. So, the way you know, I'll try to come up here, is when I hit this, you see a full stream. You'll start to see a stream, and you will see some pieces that now I seen stuff coming up through the top of that, and I didn't like that. Take this and spin it. This is when you should have them gloves on. Take it and spin it, and it will come loose. Okay. Now, Lord, I should have some gloves on. Now, it was on this end. We got to remember what end we was working on as we go down to the next end, right? Got to remember what end we're on. So we're on this end. We're going to do the one next to it. At any time when you pushing, don't push hard. This okay, I see what's going on here. Okay, that's almost clean. Not quite. I'm getting a lot of pushback up here but it's not a delaminated print head. It is the hose needs to be replaced. The hose is loose. Thus, I was actually looking for, that's why I was looking for that at the piece that I need. Putting this on my hands because this stuff actually burns. Don't have any gloves here available with me. Okay. Need this to, that tape, I'm gonna go get some other tape because that tape is coming off. I'm gonna get my other tape off. That tape right there coming off, and get myself a clean hand. Okay. All right, y'all. I was actually looking for some gloves. And I did not see any. Trust me. Wear gloves, right? It does burn your hands. And do this in a well-ventilated area. You might want to wear a mask. All right. This stuff is strong. Okay. This tube is broke. It's a tubing. Let's see here. Now I've got tubing all around. I just gotta find it. I just had a long roll of tubing. What did I do with it? I had it and I set it somewhere. Let me show you the other two pieces. Oh, here we go. Okay. make a few of them. Hopefully these fit these syringes. I have tubing for different size heads. That's fine on that one. So when you're doing this, you want this tubing to be tight, right? This, you can buy this tubing. Now you can contact me and I'll send you tubing, syringes, and all of that. Cost you about $10 for the kit. Or you can go and hunt this stuff down. You can find it at if there's like a Harbor Freight, I want to say. Is that what I'm, Harbor Freight, is that? Yeah, a Harbor Freight. Harbor Freight should have it. It's hose. Take a syringe with you, right? And you can order these syringes off of Amazon. This blue tape may be a little bit better than the other tape. This is not Scotch tape either, but okay. Let's go on back up to the next one. Put that back over. If for any reason you start to cleaning that print head and that solution is not just popping out real fast. This stuff right here, y'all, is no joke. I don't have a print anyone that has used this that has not been able to clean their print head, right? You're gonna be able to clean it because this right here is no joke. Okay. The reason I stopped doing it is because, like, right now my head is dizzy. There we go. It's coming. Try to see. I want y'all to see this waterfall. So I'm going to come up to the camera like this. The waterfall that you're looking for, you see those, you want it to be, each line in there to be completely like a waterfall. As you're looking at, like, I can see a line in the waterfall still as I'm doing it, right? I can take a break and then I can go back into it. You may have to clean this print head a couple of times. I'm starting to see that waterfall come solid now. Just saw it come solid. Because it came solid at the very end of me doing it, I want to put some more. I want to do it again. It's my third head. I want to do it again because it became solid at the end of it. I want to make sure that it flushed it out. Don't be cheap. Now, my cleaning solution is not cheap, so I know that you wouldn't want to use, but you get a big bottle, but this is $40, this bottle. When I say don't be cheap, I mean, don't be cheap by not doing this a couple of times. Because you would much rather do this a couple of times than to put that print head back on there and still have a clog. Okay. So you want to do it a couple of times. I still have another job that I have to print. Now this black, those CMYK channels were hitting on the 3. I want you to notice that this black channel, you're going to see a stream going across the whole bottom of it. See it? Okay, y'all, let me turn my hand this way and see if you can see it. Across the whole, y'all ain't seeing that now because ain't nothing in there to see. I'll do it again because we're talking about coming across the whole print head now. This stuff stinks. Be in a well-ventilated room. Well ventilated room, especially if you have asthma or any kind of health problems like that. The way that I know I'm doing the right one, y'all, is because I'm going from this one going up. So I know that that one's on the end. Okay, let's try, see if I can. That'll come out when, there we go. There's the string. String is not a full stream. It came out and it was full streaming, and then it stopped full streaming. I'm not gonna play with it. It could be this, but I saw the full stream, so could be because I'm not hitting it with pressure. There's the full stream. It had a little bit, gave me a full stream. We should be good. Now, the rest of the print head, what we can do, and go in, clean around those little pieces there, because you're making sure that that if there's any type of gunk, see that gunk? You don't want it to dry back on there. You want to get it off, because this dries really fast, y'all. It dries really fast. You can also then, you can come back here on the back and you can wipe across this print head if you want to. You technically want to use a clean sponge. Sponge does not get all the way clean. See how I'm getting it off of there? Okay. Now, I can generally wipe the print head in one direction. One direction. Okay. Now, this print head should be prepared, and we're going to take it and I'm going to sit it here, and I'm just sitting it up on something so it doesn't ever touch the ground. I'm going to let this do just like this, sit here. Sit it over to the side somewhere. Let it completely dry. Right? Now, this is probably going to be a part 2 video, because before you put the print head back into your printer, you don't want to put the print head back in your printer and not know if the print head does not work. So I'm undecided on what I'm going to do with this print head, because with this printer, if I'm going to try to drain all of these inks out, and then if I'm going to try to drain all of the inks out, and then I'm undecided whether I'm going to drain all of the inks out, y'all, and out of here, because there is a lot of ink that's still up off in the cartridge over here. There's a lot of ink that's off in there. So I'm undecided if I'm going to drain that ink out, right? If I drain it out, I'm going to drain it from that syringe like I told y'all, right? So I would drain all of that out, and then in I would normally put like a cleaning solution to try to flush this. I'm afraid to put, like, you don't want to go behind Echo Solvent with, putting in sublimation ink or anything like that. I have not tried to go behind Echo Solvent with putting in regular Epson ink, but I know with sublimation ink it's going to clog. So what you would want to do is you want to completely flush all of this ink out. You would have to drain all of this ink out, and then put something like a cleaning solution in. Fill these up with cleaning solution, probably about a quarter of the way with the cleaning solution, and then drain all of the cleaning solution out. Then fill it up with your choice of ink, right? I don't know what we're going to do, because I don't have any piezo flush. And I may make a homemade solution and do it. I don't know that I want to put, like, I've never used, because this is meant for print heads. I know that this will flush this out, but it may also damage the inside of the printer, because this will melt like metals and rubbers and stuff like that. So I don't want to do that. So I got to figure out what I'm going to do with this, right? I got to figure that out, what I'm going to do with that and the hoses. As far as this print head goes, before we put this print head back on the printer, right? Before you put this print head back on your printer, you want to verify that the print head is clean. This is something I've never seen anyone teach anyone when they're cleaning their print head. The way that you verify that this print head is clean is by putting whatever ink that you're putting in this and flushing, putting that ink in here and seeing it come through. That's how you verify that that print head is clean and that the ink is flowing, right? And that you don't see any breaks in spaces. Now, with this right here, I would normally flush this. Now that I've done this, I would flush this with some distilled water, but when I looked in there, I didn't see any distilled water. So I'm going to call Ken and ask him to bring me some distilled water, right? And we're going to go ahead and get off of here for tonight. I'm going to let this sit, and then I will resume this and figure this out tomorrow, because I have to do, well, I don't even know if I'm going to get to it tomorrow, because tomorrow we are doing a members only training at 1 p.m. So this will sit. It's not going to hurt it. It's not going to hurt it, right? I may even take this print head off and put this, I may take this print head that's clean and put it in a sublimation print. I don't know till I figure it out. Get a few things that I need to do. So I hope that y'all enjoyed the video, and I hope that you learned something. I'm going to get off of here, throw away all of this funky stuff. All of this stuff is going to be thrown away. I'm going to spray my room to get this smell out of it. And I will see y'all in the next video. All right? Bye-bye.
Go in and alcohol my hands, honey.